on an organization that's hell-bent on destroying the American capitalist system. I don't know what the next act is going to be in the Democratic routine here in Connecticut. There are many, I know this. I was up in the Appropriations Committee. I saw some of the departments come to us. They're hurting for money right now because we not only froze spending, we actually curtailed spending. So a lot of departments are struggling to be able to serve the people that they're supposed to be serving. Yet again, we're adding to Connecticut's monumental debt with this project. It makes absolutely no sense at all. So we're gathered here today to ask the governor to reconsider this outrageous decision, totally lacking in common sense and totally lacking in sympathy for the families and taxpayers of Connecticut. The governor owes it to the people of Connecticut to be more realistic and have a better set of priorities that respects taxpayer dollars. So we're going to call on him today, and I'm asking everybody here today, when you go home, and anybody who listens through the media, to call the governor's office today and next week prior to the June 4th bond committee agenda and let them know that you want to see this item removed from the bond agenda on that day. It's an improper use of taxpayer money by a state that's got a budget deficit, by a state that's got record debt, by a state that's got projected budget deficits going out for the next umpteen years. It's unbelievable, it's reckless, it's thoughtless, and it's unbelievably lacking in common sense. So call the governor's office. His number is 860-566-4840. Let's let the politicians in Hartford know that we expect more of them, that we expect them to have more sympathy for families here in Connecticut, for the taxpayers here in Connecticut, and to have a little more common sense. Thank you very much.
Okay, we've got remarks. One of them is Barry Bernier, who's from Norwich, and he's a retired Air Force. Barry?
I'm a veteran. I'm a member of several veterans organizations, but today I'm here simply as just another veteran. Veterans have served in a plethora of organizations after they've served in wars, and we're upset. We're upset that buildings such as ours over in Norwich, the Buckingham Building, which was built around the time of the Civil War, is not fixed. We have rain coming in from the ceiling. We need work on that. We've worked on one of our rooms that's used by veterans by ourselves with our own money. It's upsetting to see that things like this are occurring where veterans organizations like the VFWs, like the American Legions et al., have to struggle to have grinder sales, to have pancake breakfast and things just to keep their organizations open. This is really tough. I want to make this brief by just saying it makes me feel like Sean Connery's character, Jimmy Malone, said, paraphrased in the movie The Untouchables, it smells like a house of ill repute at low tide. Thank you very much.
Mike Rogowski, retired Army from the Army, Middletown. Thank you, Mike.
Hi, I came down here today because I find that the thought of allowing this $300,000 grant to be placed down here is just unbelievable. As a Vietnam veteran fighting in Vietnam against the communism, it's just, to me, this shows a total disrespect to any and all veterans who have fought. All right, especially for us, there's over 58,000 Vietnam veterans on the wall that gave up their lives fighting to protect against communism. There are 612 from Connecticut that gave up their lives, and their families lost their loved ones. There's presently, I believe, 1,350 MIA still. Now, to turn around and allow money to be given here is unconscionable. the Veterans Home and Hospital up in Rocky Hill, their services, their offices, they have been cut back so much. These are the people that need the help, not a communist party. And all I'm asking is that on June 4th, that there's a complete turnaround, and this $300,000 is just totally removed. And that's all I really need to say.
State Representative Chris Kutu from the town of Norwich.
It's great to be here. I will clarify that there are hundreds of thousands of Americans who have died on foreign soil fighting against communism and the spread, the oppression, the attacks on innocent people around the world. And this is what's wrong with giving this entity, which by all means doesn't fit the perimeters of being a non-profit, any funds from taxpayers. Secondly, Senator Hart, the chairman of the Appropriations Committee, is the one who put in for this earmark. She has a direct conflict being the chairman of that committee to put in a $300,000 earmark. And what I would question is this a payback from the governor to New Haven for helping him win 22,000 to 4,000 votes and win the election?
Of course it is.
100%, there should be not a VFW or a Legion in the state of Connecticut shutting their doors for minor repairs, and this entity getting hundreds of thousands of dollars representing the Communist Party. This is wrong on all fronts, and I will not let this happen in the state of Hartford as long as I'm elected. God bless America.
A very interesting personal story, and you may want to track them down as the informal part of this event, or the formal part ends. And Peter Lamage and Melvi Garcia are both great Americans who fled communism, and they're certainly both available to talk to you as we wrap this part of the event up. But thank you all for coming.